So math class is mainly used for mathematical calculations, and the methods present in math class are static in nature. That means you can straightly call them using its class name.
Okay.
Having a main method first. So let's start with a simple math class operation. Suppose if you want to find out what is round off function. So if you want to find out round off function. So there are two types in round itself. If I am giving round of 3.4945.
It won't show the denomination. Okay. Double
Yes.
value.
So what it will it will round off the value. That is 3.5 like
Okay.
that it will show. Okay, yes, sorry, it is not showing. It is 3.4 now, right? Suppose if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have given it as.
If it is more than 0.5, it will be showing 6, right?
Yes.
It will show 4.
So let's run this code.
So just a normal round off, right? Mathematics.
Normal, yes, normal thing.
Normal.
So it is showing 4.
4
right?
is.
Okay, now in round off itself we are having two ways, floor and seal.
Okay.
So if it is floor
means,
means.
is it mandatory that we should give within the print this round off value, or can we create a variable and?
You can do that too. For simplicity, I am using this one.
Okay.
If you want to store that in a variable, and if you want to.
So either way, for all the methods is possible, right? We can separately give it and call it in the output.
Yeah. So we are having two types: rounding down and rounding up. Okay, rounding up the value. For example, if you have given 3.1, normal round up value will be 3, right? But if you round up the value, it will be 4.
3.
So if it is rounding down, if I am giving 3.9, even if I am giving 3.10, it is going to give me only 3. So it is rounding down the value and rounding up the value. So that is possible here. So it is first is rounding up the value. That is seal function we are going to use. Okay. So we are going to use seal function. So it is sysout math dot seal. I'm giving math dot seal function. So for seal function, I'm going to give it as 3 point. Okay, let's give it as 9.1. I'm giving. So it is rounding up the value. I have extra bracket here. So it is rounding up the value. So when I run this code, I'm getting 10.0. So it is rounding up the value. The next is floor function. So it is rounding down the value. Floor. Okay. I'm giving 3 point. Even 9 as I have given, what it is going to give me? It is going to give me 3, right? So it is rounding down the value. So these are the 3 types for rounding. So normal round off is also there. Rounding down, rounding up is also there. Okay. So next is you can even use trigonometric functions here. It is also applicable here. Trigonometric functions like sine, cos, tan, all these things are possible here. Even log functions.
So will we use it? We use it.
We won't be using.
No.
In Selenium, we won't be using. Suppose in any interviews and all, if they ask to find out sign of this value, you need not to go through large amount of code and all. In a single line, you can find this one.
Okay.
So it is math dot sign of. I'm giving 30. And similarly, you can find for cos, tan, like that. Dot cos of 0 and math dot tan of 20. Even log of some value also you can find out. Math dot log of 10. So like that also you can find out. So I'm running this code now. So it is log functions. You can see. And some other functions are you can find out square root, cube root, power of function. These things you can see. Let's see that with an example. Okay. So it is math dot square root of function. Square root of 40 I want to have means you can find out this one. If you want to find out cube root, that is also a function. So it is math dot cbrt of 25.
We can find all basic math functions as we do normally.
Mostly. So now power of function. So base value you have to give.
This is what I asked you.
Power value you have.
Double star exponents.
4 to the power of 6. So this is
Okay.
4 to the power of 6. Okay. So I'm running this code. So we'll be able to get the square root, cube root, power root, that is power function and all, 4 to the power of 6.
Okay.
And suppose if you want to find out smallest number or biggest number, that can also be find out here. That is, instead of using if else loop and all, you can just call this function minimum. So it will return you the minimum value among these two numbers, but it is limited to only two numbers. Okay. Similarly, if you want to find out maximum of two numbers means, you can just use this maximum function. Maximum of two numbers, I am passing. Maximum of two numbers, 30, 90, like that I can pass. So this is going to return you the minimum value, and the next one is going to return you the maximum value. So this is limited to two numbers only. So these are some of the commonly used mathematical calculations. Okay. So the math class is mainly used for mathematical calculations, and the methods are static in nature. So I'm not creating object and I'm straightly calling that using its class name. Okay.
Okay.
So we have finished some built-in classes. System class already is here and there we are using. So next one is typecasting. So let's see what is this typecasting. I'm going to create a separate package, typecasting. First, let's see. I'm going to create a new class. Okay. I'm going to have a main method here. Typecasting is converting variable of one data type to another data type. This is typecasting. That is converting variable of one data type to another data type. That is typecasting.
Okay.
So we are having a syntax. So typecasting is converting variable of one type to another type, one data type to another data type. We are having a syntax for it. So desired data type, you have to mention in bracket. That is, syntax is in brackets, you have to mention the desired data type, and outside the bracket, you have to mention that variable to be converted. So this is a syntax. Okay, let's see how to use this in real time. And I want to convert an integer variable to a float. That is float or double, it will be double. That is bigger to smaller to bigger, right? Integer means it will not have any pointed values, but double means it will have a pointed value. That is, you are going to convert smaller value to a bigger value. And if it is smaller to bigger, we call it as widening typecasting. Okay, we are having two types. When you're typecasting between numbers, there are two types, widening and narrowing. Widening means smaller to larger. So integer to double is an example for that one. So let's see this with an example. I'm giving integer age is equal, okay, let the integer a equal to 40. I'm just displaying this one. So I'll be getting 40 here, right?
Yes,
I'll be getting 40. So 40 got displayed. But I don't want to have this 40. I want to have a decimal value. That is, I want to have 40.0, like that I want to have. So I want to convert this integer to a double now. So we can use this typecasting concept. So within the bracket, desired data type. What I want to convert this to, that is double. I want to have it as a double. So that is a desired data type. And what is the variable to be converted? I want to convert this a to a or the double value, right? That is a variable to be converted. That is a here. So after conversion, I can store that in a variable, and it will take its type as obviously double because typecasting took place here. So if I run this code, if I have given R there, it is going to display 40.0.
It will show one decimal, right? Point one
yes.
value.
Yes. So we are converting integer to a double now. So this concept is widening. So you can do vice versa too. You can convert a float to an integer, like that also we can do. So that is narrowing
Narrowing.
concept. Same syntax, but there we will be converting. Okay, let it be. I'm going to create a float variable. Okay, float variable. I'm going to convert that to an integer now. So how to create a float variable? Float b is equal to 9.89. F you have to add. Okay, to differentiate between double and float, always you have to add f at the end. I will send you the reason for having this f at the end. So now.
Okay. So
I'm
double means after point it will be one value. Float means
precision.
more than one.
No, not that. 16.
Okay.
I think precision will be the difference. Not one
Okay.
value, two value, and all. Even if it is 9.89, it will be a double only. But there will be some precisions. So to avoid confusion, I'll be adding this f at the end. I'll send you what is the reason. I'll send you a brief explanation of why we are using this f and all. So now I'm going to convert float to a double, that is larger to smaller, right? So larger to smaller means narrowing.
Okay.
We are going to do narrowing concept. So it is, we say a data type is integer here, and the variable that I want to convert is b. I want to store that in a variable, and it will automatically take its type as integer.
You have to give float integer. Okay.
So then I'm printing this result. So this is converting larger to smaller, and this concept is narrowing. Okay, so decimal points will be omitted, and it is not round off. You can see decimal points are entirely omitted.
It is going. It is going to float down. I mean, it is reducing the value, right?
Yes. So this is typecasting. Okay, so typecasting is converting variable of one data type to another type. So we will be using typecasting concept between interfaces in Selenium. Okay. So this is typecasting. So we have finished math and typecasting. So we can see the next one, generalization and specialization. Okay. So 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll be back.
Can you do? Can.
Okay. Let's see generalization and specialization concept now. I'm going to have. Okay. So I'm going to create a new package. So this generalization concept
It will be part of OOPS.
yeah. No. You can separate package you can have, because it is using inheritance concept. So already it will be having parent class, child class, and also unnecessary confusion will be there. So we can have that as a separate one. So generalization, it is another name for generalization is has a relationship. Inheritance we used to call it as is a relationship, and generalization we used to call them as has a relationship. Okay. So this generalization.
I don't understand. What was that?
Name. It's just a name, terminology. Okay. Inheritance concept we have seen, no? That other name for inheritance is a relationship. Okay. Is a
what relationship?
Name. It's a name. Okay.
No, what relationship? What was the name?
Name itself is the relationship. Wait, I'm creating a.
Okay, now can you type it? Can you?
Yeah. Yes. So the other terminology, okay, they will ask you what is a relationship and what has a relationship. So inheritance means other name. Okay, inheritance. Other name is a relationship.
Oh, it's a relationship.
Okay. Yes. Generalization is other name is has a relationship. Okay. This is other name, just terminology. Yes. So actually we won't be having this main method in parent. Okay, just the looks. Okay, generalization and specialization. these concepts involve two concepts. That is, it is a combination of inheritance and typecasting. Okay, that's why I have taken this generalization after this typecasting concept. So generalization and specialization both involves a combination of inheritance and typecasting. So what is this generalization? So generalization is converting subclass reference to a superclass reference. That is converting a child instance to a parent instance. So that is
Okay.
generalization. So let's see how we are going to do this one. So in real time, we won't be using mostly in Selenium, but know that what is these things. Parent and child, I'm having two classes, so I'm using it as usual. I'm just applying the inheritance concept, and I'm having a main method here. So now here I'm going to have a normal method. Okay, that is public void let it be greetings, and I'm just giving it as parent method. Then welcome, just a message. And in child, I'm going to have a method. Let it be public void display, and I am passing some messages. And it is child, have a good day. Just a message. Okay. And now, what is generalization? Generalization is conversion of subclass type to a superclass type. That is subclass type. That is child class instance. Okay, child class instance to a superclass type. Superclass type. Superclass type. That is parent class instance. So this is what we are going to do now. I'll just explain this one. Okay. So I want to convert child to a parent. So we know the syntax, right? So let's try that one. I want to convert child to a parent now, and this and all is instance, right? So I'm creating new child. This is my instance, child class instance. I want to convert that to a parent. So desired data type here is parent, and this is the one that I want to convert that to, right? So this is what is the syntax for typecasting? Desired one will be there, and variable you want to convert,
To be
variable to be
converted.
converted. Variable in the sense it can be an instance too. So here I want to convert child to a parent. So I'm converting this one. Line number 9 is the generalization concept. I'm converting child instance to a parent instance. But the problem is, if you have generalized this one, you can access only parent class method. You cannot access child class method.
Okay.
Suppose if you want to use this, the disadvantage of using this generalization is you cannot call child class methods. You can see p dot, I'll be able to get that greetings. So this is parent class method. You can access parent class method. That's not a problem. You can access parent class method, but for child class method it is not possible. You can try it anyway. B dot display will not come. Even if you have tried that one, it will show you error. So what is the error? You can see here itself. This method display is not defined for the type parent. So this is generalization concept. So there is no solution for this generalization, this one. So this is one of the disadvantage of having the generalization. So generalization is converting a subclass reference to a superclass reference. That is child to a parent. You can do that,
Okay.
but after you did that one, you cannot call the child class methods. So that is a disadvantage of having this generalization. Okay, can you get this one?
So we cannot access anything from parent method, right?
From child, you can access all
Right.
the methods in parent, but you cannot
Okay.
access
Access
child class method. So cannot call
child class
child class
method.
method, but you can call parent class methods.
So we can okay, we can access parent but not child.
Yes. So I'm running this code. I'm able to get the parent class greeting method, but child class method I cannot get it. So this is a disadvantage of using this generalization. Okay. So
Okay.
next one is specialization, opposite to this generalization. That is converting a superclass
Superclass,
to a subclass reference.
subclass. Okay.
I'm going to create a specialization here. Specialization. And I'm going to have two classes as usual. A parent class and a child class. Okay, as usual, I'm creating an instance. So this instance parent. And I'm having a main method here. So here I'm going to have methods. Public void C. Child class method. In parent, I'm having method. So it is parent class method. Okay, now already we have created connection. So let's see specialization now. So specialization is converting a superclass reference to a subclass reference. That means what is the desired data type here? Desired data type is child, right? That is I want to convert that parent to a child now. So it is new parent and storing that in C. So it is automatically taking this type as this one. So desired data type here is child class instance, that is subclass instance. And what is I want to convert here is parent. But the problem with this, when I tried in this straight way, I can call both the methods, but I'll be getting runtime issues. When I straightly do the specialization concept, I cannot access both parent class as well as child class methods. Then what is the use, right? So if you straightly do this specialization concept, you cannot perform, you cannot call all these methods. That is parent class methods also you cannot invoke. It will come, but you will be getting runtime issues. So you cannot do both. You cannot call parent class methods as well as child class methods. But that
So
is a
as per
solution.
the concept, we can call child class method in this class, right?
Yes.
Sorry, a parent class.
Yes. Generalization means you can call a parent. At least one class you can call in generalization. But when I try to do this specialization in a single line, I cannot do both. So there is a solution for this one. Okay. Here there is a solution. What we can do is, instead of doing specialization straightly, first we can perform generalization. Okay. First step is generalization. Then we can perform specialization.
But my question is, what is the purpose of having this method? Because in using inheritance, we can easily call both, right? And both.
Now we are going to call both. Now we are going to call both after applying the solution. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a problem. That's why we are having a solution. But in generalization, we are not having a solution. But
no, so using inheritance, we can directly call, right? Both the classes.
We can call. This is just a concept, Mohammed. We are not going to use that in real time anyway. But in interviews, they will ask you. They will test your knowledge. For that one, I will take taking. Okay. So this is a solution for specialization, because at least after doing generalization, I can call parent class methods there. But if I tried in this way, I couldn't get both. So we are having a solution here. First, we can perform generalization. Then we can perform specialization. So that is first converting this one. That is child to a parent first. New child. So this is generalization. That is subclass to a superclass. Sub to a super. First trying this one.
Child to parent.
Okay. And I'm going to give a name. So this is generalization.
So in the generalization, concept. We are changing child to parent, right?
Yes. So after that we are using this one. Okay. So this is second step. That is specialization. Converting super to a sub, right? Super to a subclass reference. When I tried after this one, I can call C dot C. I'll be getting the answer, and C dot P also I'll be getting the answer. Okay. Both the methods I can access. Right? Child class method as well as parent class method. So this is
Okay.
the solution for that specialization. So if you are straightly doing that one, you will be facing some issue. You cannot do that. But after, if you perform generalization and then specialization means you can do it. Okay. So this
Okay.
is specialization concept. So we are having, so what are all the things we have seen? We have seen what is a math class. So after that we have seen
Class.
typecasting, is
Typecasting,
converting
generalization,
variable
and
of,
specialization.
yes, converting variable of one data type to another
Data type
data
into
type we
another.
have seen. Yes. So generalization and specialization, these concepts uses inheritance as well as typecasting concept, right? So what is the remaining topic for us? I think
Uh,
exception handling is there, interface is there, right?
Inheritance, we have seen. Array, we
Interface,
have
interface is,
inheritance.
yes, interface, arrays, and these three topics we are having.
Sorry, interface. Okay. Interface.
Math we have
That one is
finished,
balance.
exception handling, then arrays.
Scanner, we have seen. Okay. Q1 scanner
Yes,
is
these are the three
interface.
topics we have. We have, okay. Okay, let's see interface. We can continue, right? We can understand these three topics, four topics,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Math,
Yes, yes.
typecasting, generalization, and specialization. Now,
Okay.
let's see interface. Okay, I'm going to create a new package. So it is interface. Interface is similar to that of abstraction. So in abstraction, you cannot have any other but the difference between interface and abstract classes, in abstract class you can have normal methods as well as abstract methods, right?
Type
But
method
in
is.
interface you can have only abstract methods, cannot have any other methods inside it. Okay, and you can create connection between a class and an interface too. So how to create an interface, let's see that one. So it is more or less like an abstract class. So when you see the difference between abstract class and interface, so first is abstract class will have normal methods, but interface you cannot have normal methods. So this is one difference. And if you see the similarities means abstract class will have an abstract method which does not have its implementation detail. Similarly, interface will have abstract method, does not have its implementation detail, but it will be defined in the class or interface. That interface will be connected with. I'll explain that with an example. So I'll close all these things. Now we are going to create an interface, not a class. Okay, right click on that package, go to new, then click on interface here. You can see what is normally interface means. It will connect two endpoints. Here I'm going to create an interface. I'm going to give the name as intro. So this is an interface now, not a class. Okay, and I'm going to have a method public void display. Okay, and I'm creating a function here. That is, if I try to explain the implementation details for this class, I won't be getting it because it is like an abstract method. Okay, so what we can do is we can just give a colon here. So this is exactly like a abstract class. Okay, I have created an interface, I have a method inside it, but I could not have its implementation detail in it. But suppose if you are making a connection with an interface or other classes means you can do. So already we have seen how to create connection between two classes, right? In inheritance, we will be using extends keyword and we will be creating connection. If you want to create a connection between class and an interface, you will be using the keyword implements. Okay? You will be using the keyword implements. If there is connection between two classes or connection between two interfaces, you will be using extends keyword. Okay, you'll be using extends keyword. But if the collection between class and interface means you will be giving implements keyword. So I'm going to create a new class now. Okay, under the package, I'm going to create a new class. I'm just naming it as demo. And here I'm having a main method too. Okay, so here, this demo class, I'm going to connect with an interface. Okay, that is intro. So what I have to do, it is implements, okay, intro. And when I have given like this, there is there is a method that we need to explain it again in intro interface, right? So it is showing error. So it will ask you to add the unimplemented methods of intro interface. So exactly the same as that of abstract class here. So what you have to do first, what we did, we have created an interface. I have a method here, but I couldn't have the implementation details here because it is like an abstract class. Suppose if this interface is having any connection with the other class or interface, there I'll be implementing that code. So now I'm having a demo class here, right? And I have created a connection between class and interface. When I have created a connection between class and interface, I have an error here because there is an unimplemented method called display, right? Display, yes. So I have to redefine them in this class. So go for the quick fix, click on the first one, add unimplemented methods. So automatically you'll be getting the display method called display here.
So just like
Abstract
abstraction,
class.
right?
Yes, similarly. And now I can call this in as usual way, demo d equal to new demo. Then I can call it using the class instance. Okay. You can call this the usual way. Okay. You can have this high. Can you understand this one? How to create connection?
Can you explain
Yes.
one more time? Can you explain
Yeah.
one more time? Just
Yes. I have an interface here, right? I have
okay.
created an
Okay.
interface and it is having a method, and that
Okay.
method must not have the details here. You cannot create.
Okay. We can also create a static number, or will it be not static? Just like
No, we can have a, but it is have static methods. You are asking static methods. Is it possible to create? You are asking,
yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can do, but it involves certain code. I'll explain you. Okay. So first,
Okay.
we tried with a normal method. If you try with a static method, static void area. So this is what you have asked for it. You can have the code here. Static. And here you can just call it from here. So it is d dot. So it is demo, right? Demo dot. So what is that name? So static methods name is area, right? So when you try to call this here, you are not able to call it, right? I'm not able to call the static method. So you cannot have a static method. Even in abstract class also we can see. You cannot have a static method over there, right? So similar case, if you try to create a static method, it will not accept it. You cannot run that code. It will have only this method. It is non-static abstract method alone it will have. Okay. So, okay, let me complete this one. So we created an interface. We have a class here. And we have created connection between interface and the class now. So after creating connection between these two things, and this one, this class, it asked me to create, it asked me to that is implement the methods present in the intro class, intro interface. So I have did this one. I have overridden that method and I have added some code in that method. So after that, I have called this display method. So here I have created connection between class and an interface, right? Are you clear up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, I'm getting.
Yeah. और कहाँ से लिखता है ये अंदर पिन डाल को
Okay, hello. Mohammed, are you clear with this class and interface concept?
Yes, ma'am. But quite confusing. But since abstract I have read, I will practice it again.
Okay.
To
So,
practice.
and yes, one more thing is, you have asked about that static method, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, there is a way to tell you how to do that one. So, what we can do is, so it is
No, because
static.
what I am asking is, when we work with the Selenium, so will there be any situation that we have to create a static method, or we can?
No, there is nothing. We will be dealing with test cases only. We won't be having any static methods. We'll be having only non-static methods.
Okay.
I'm
Ma'am,
going
one more
to
thing. After completion this, can you give me some projects? I mean, just for practicing.
for Java or
No, for
Selenium.
Selenium.
Yes.
After completing.
Daily I'll be providing you some works because you have
Fine,
to
ma'am.
work on that one. Then only you will get to know because you are going to put experience, no? So you have to work more. So I'll give you daily. Okay, don't worry.
Sure, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, so we are having a method now. Void print. Let it be. Okay. We are just printing something. So it is a static method. So here we couldn't get that using this one, right? That is, I'm not able to get that method. Okay, let's try with this intro now. Okay, intro dot. I'm able to get this method. So you can call it using the interface name, but not with the class name. If you have created this as a static method, okay. So here I have called using this display method. I have called using demo class instance, right? Called using class instance. But static methods cannot be called using class instance. Okay. So that is a problem. Static methods cannot be called using class instance. They can be called only using the interface name. Okay. This is your doubt, right? Can we have a static method inside an interface? We can, but there is a problem that is you cannot call it using the class, but you can call it using the interface name. Okay. So that's all about interface. Because interface and all, we won't be using this kind of interface. User-defined interface we will be using in Selenium. Built-in interfaces are there. Those things only we will be using in Selenium. Okay, but you have to know how to create a connection between class and interface. If you know that one, that is enough. Okay, so what is the remaining topic? Array and exception handling is there, right? So we can see that in next class. Okay, you practice this one. So today's class we have seen math, abstract, that is math, and then generalization. Yes, math class, typecasting, generalization, specialization, and interface. So it's a huge topic. You have to revise all these things. So tomorrow we can see arrays and exception handling. Mostly by Monday we can start Selenium. Okay, take to that Saturday and Sunday revise that. So tomorrow you will be available for 40 minutes, right? That is enough because it is a simple topic only. Arrays and exception handlings are very simple.
From so 145, I'll be here. So now if you can see.
Actually, I'll be having some work. That's why. Oh, after 145, you are not available. That is the thing, right?
No, ma'am. 1 to 145, I'll be in Masjid. I'll be in.
Okay. Before that one? Before that?
Before 12, ma'am.
Before 12, it's not possible. Okay, let me know. Okay, but we can
early
have
morning,
tomorrow.
Early
No. Tomorrow evening I'll be available. Tomorrow is Friday, right? No, evening I'll be available on 5 to 6 or 6 to 7. I'll be available. I'll let you know because we can finish Java within this week, so that we will have 2 days time. We can revise all the topics, and from Monday we can start Selenium. Yes.
Okay. So can we have mock-in demo once it's completed?
Yeah, sure. Sunday we can have, but you have to revise it. After revising only we can have.
I will revise it because before starting Selenium,
we can have a mock interview. Sure. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So kindly send that materials if you have.
Java materials, right? Yeah. I'll send it mostly within today or tomorrow. A little busy now. I'll send you. Okay. Yes.
Fine, ma'am. I'll do that. Ma'am, You haven't sent the assignment for this.
I have sent you, right? So what about that code and all code I have sent, right?
No, until that one I have completed.
Okay.
For I think one second. I have to
Inheritance.
do.
Inheritance.
No,
So
built-in
if I have
function
not,
you haven't sent it.
okay.
Built-in
Suppose
function you
if I
haven't
have not sent you means you can do all the things that we have done in class. Okay.
sent. Oh, okay,
Suppose
fine.
if I
Yeah.
have missed
Up
any
to maps and
assignments.
sets. Okay, up to maps and sets I have completed. Sent it.
Okay.
This one is
Okay.
valid.
Okay. I'll suppose if I have not sent means just to try all the concepts that we have seen in class.
Yeah, I have been practicing. That's how I am practicing.
Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
we are seeing in the class. Once your
Okay.
videos are read, I will
Hmm.
practice everything by creating a separate folder. So
Okay.
I have been
Okay.
doing
Then.
it.
Okay. Okay. Then
Okay.
I'll wind up. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.